It was homecoming this week for the Gators, and the lacrosse team got it started with a 12-11 triple overtime victory over their arch rivals from McGill. Sam Firth led the way for the Gators as he tallied 6 goals, including the game-tying goal in the late stages of the second overtime period and the game-winning goal in the early stages of the sudden death third overtime period. This marks the first victory for the Gators over the Redmen since September 27th of 2012. The Gators are now the only undefeated team left in the Kufla East Division. The women's soccer team kicked off the annual Friday tripleheader with a tough match against the Université de Montréal. Despite great play from first-time starting goalkeeper Danielle Desrochers, the Gators fell short by a score of 2-0. Megan Parsons led the women's rugby team on the pitch in their matchup with L'Université de Montréal. The Gators got tries from Quincy McKenna and Lainey Bailey and a conversion from Emily Norris, but lost a tough match 51-12. The men's rugby team closed out the tripleheader on Friday with a game against the defending league champs from L'Université de Montréal. The Gators got 2 tries from Carter Filion, 1 try from Tyler Murphy, and 1 try from Finian Cronin, along with a conversion and a penalty goal from Josh Bray, as the Gators won a tight back-and-forth game against the league champs 25-20 to remain undefeated on the season. The Gators football team closed out homecoming week with a game against the reigning AUS champs from Santa Fe on Saturday afternoon. Mathieu Demers completed 29 of 43 passes for 206 yards for the Gators before going down with an injury late in the game. Freshman Stephen Casey stepped up in his place and completed 4 of 8 passes for 44 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 to Nathan Walker and 1 to Alex Buffard, in a comeback attempt that ultimately came up a bit short as Santa Fe won a close game by a score of 37-27. Sam Firth of the lacrosse team and Megan Parsons of the women's rugby team were named this week's Provigo Robert Laffont Bishops Athletes of the Week. This week for the Gators, on Friday, the women's and men's basketball teams will take the court in preseason action as the women travel to Nipissing for a tournament, and the men's team is home to the Queen's University Gales at 7 p.m. The women's soccer team is also in action on Friday as they travel to Montreal to take on the McGill Redmen. On Saturday, the women's rugby team hosts the Ottawa Gee-Gees here at Bishops on Coulter Field at 1 p.m. The women's basketball team will play Game 2 of their Nipissing tournament, and the lacrosse team is on the road as they play the Trent Excalibur, and the men's rugby team makes the crosstown trip to play their crosstown rivals Sherbrooke. On Sunday, the golf team will start their final tournament of the season, the RSEQ Championships, that'll run until Tuesday. The women's soccer team travels to Concordia. The lacrosse team travels to Kingston to take on Queen's University, and the men's basketball team will continue their preseason action as they host the Ottawa Gee-Gees at 1 p.m.